Welcome to the TLC tutorial on using the Gradebook tool in Sakai. In general, the Gradebook tool is for instructors to calculate and store grade information, and then distribute it to students online. First, log into Sakai. Click on your course site. To add the Gradebook tool, go into Site Info. When the page loads, click on Edit Tools. This will show you a list of tools you already have. You can remove them, but for now we're just going to add the Gradebook tool. Click on the Gradebook tool and click Continue on the bottom. This will show Gradebook in red. Click Finish. Now you can click on the Gradebook tool on your left-hand navigation. Before we add things to our Gradebook, we must set up our Gradebook. In the Gradebook tool, we can create categories to organize items and allow for grades. In order to create these categories, click on the Gradebook Setup option. This will allow you to add categories and assign weights. You can select to enter grades based on points or percentages. If you choose to check Display Released Gradebook items to students, the grades will automatically be available to students when you enter them. You can select to have no categories, only categories, or categories and weighting. Categories and weighting will allow Sakai to take both points and how much those points are worth for a student into consideration. Finally, type in the different categories of grades that you want to have for your students. If you have chosen the option to weigh your grades, enter in the percent you want the category to account for. If you wish to exclude a category such as exercises in class, but still keep a record of them in Gradebook, set the percentage to 0. In Course Grade Options, you can change the scale for your teaching purposes. The number corresponding to the letter grade can be changed. Note, this is the minimum a student needs to get to attain the letter grade. Now let's look at how we can add, edit, and delete items in a Gradebook. There are two ways to go about adding any items into your Gradebook. The first way is to use the tool to designate an item into the Gradebook. Click on Assignments. Give it a title, open date, due date. Select the student submission type. In terms of the Gradebook, you want to make sure to give the assignment points. In grading, click Add Assignment to Gradebook. When you are done filling out the rest of the information, click Post. This is similar for other tools you'll use, such as tests and quizzes. When creating these assessments, you can designate them into Gradebook. Let's now go to Gradebook. Click on All Grades. As you can see, a new column with the assignment we just made has been included. Now we can do this another way. In the second method, you can create a Gradebook item and then associate an assignment or assessment with that item. Click on Gradebook Items. Click Add Gradebook Items. Give it a title and a point value. Click on a due date. You can also assign it to a category. You can also add multiple Gradebook items at once. After you are done, click Finish. Now let's go into Assignments. This time, we will click on Associate with Existing Gradebook Entry. Select the item you want to relate this to. Click Post when you are done. To recap, there are two ways of using associating items in Sakai with Gradebook. 1. While creating the assignment or assessment, designate it to the Gradebook. Or 2. Create the item in Gradebook and then associate it later. To edit an existing Gradebook item, in the list of Gradebook items, next to the title of the item you want to modify, click Edit. Change the Gradebook item settings, and then click Save Changes. To delete a Gradebook item, in the list of Gradebook items, click the title of the item you want to delete. click Remove Gradebook Item from Gradebook. Click Remove this gradebook item and all associated scores from the gradebook. Finally, you can export your gradebook by clicking on All Grades and Export as a CVS. This will allow you to do further calculations in programs such as Excel. Thank you for watching the TLC tutorial on using the gradebook. Please view our other tutorials to learn more about Sakai as a course management system.